evening and welcome to the Planet Cruise TV show. My name's Sean, by the way. Great to be here. I do love my Tuesdays, our Tuesdays, 8 o'clock, because we always bring you the most incredible deals. We've got some really exciting offers. We're going to take you around the world tonight. We've got some brand new ships as well, and it feels like ages since I've seen this big smiley face. Glenn, welcome. Where have you been?
Well, Christmas, New Year. Busy in the office.
Because you've been booking lots of cruises.
Oh, really, really busy, yes.
Been putting a bit of fake tan on as well.
Oh, yeah, that's stress, that is. That's blood pressure. That's right. How have you been? You been good?
Really good. Yeah, great Christmas, great New Year.
Seems like ages ago, didn't it?
But I haven't got a cruise booked this year.
Well, that's a surprise.
I feel naked.
Our viewers will be shocked. Our viewers will be shocked. But,
but there's some really good ones tonight, isn't there?
We've got some good med over to the Caribbean. We're going down to South America. We've got all bits and bobs on tonight. So
and we've got Steph from P&O who's brought us two cruises on the brand new ship.
Iona. We've got loads of stuff to talk about Iona. We've got one going over to the Caribbean as well. And just a bit of catch up what's going on with P&O, which is nice.
But Glenn, I've got a feeling,
of course,
in my water that you've got lots of shout-outs.
Well, we want to get that checked. Let's just carry on with cruising, shall we?
but you have got loads of shout-outs. So
I haven't been here for 6 weeks.
I know.
Right, OK, so let's start as we need to go on. So first of all, these were done ages ago, so like, you know, they could have gone on the cruise. So first of all, we've got Harold Rubens and Elaine. Hello. We've got Sandra and Jason, they're off on their first cruise on Ventura. We've also got Steve Ridgway and Sue, they're on the Celebrity Silhouette to the Fjords. We've got Kay, Donald, Susan and Stephen, they're on Celebrity Silhouette. We've been doing a lot of Celebrity lately. We've got Alan and Clive Miller, they're off on Celebrity Silhouette to Russia. Linda and Gary Smart, they're going to the land of the midnight sun. I've also got Alan and Cheryl, they're off to the Far East. And I said I'd give a shout out to Colin, Matt and Andy, a couple of my mates that I met at the weekend. I said to give them a shout, and also Dan the Tricky, which was another guy I met as well. So all friends, big shout out to you guys. For those of you that have been booking cruises, it's been so busy in the office. Yeah. But I'm sure whoever's going on cruise is going to enjoy it, and a big shout out to you lot. Well, that's the end of the show. I can't wait to get started. So without further ado, let's bring in the details of our first cruise. And well, we were talking about the price on this one, particularly looking at some of the summer months.
I was going to say the peak dates of summer months. They are amazing. And
because normally the prices go up.
Yeah.
June, July, August, busiest time of year to go. But we're doing the NCL Epic, which has been based in Barcelona now for the last however many years. Still such a popular ship. A lot of our guys from the office go on that one because there's something for everyone. Good for families, couples, take the kids on board. And for a first-time cruise as well, it's a really good Western Med cruise of some of the big ports of call in the Mediterranean.
And for someone that likes to drink, like Glenn, and myself,
I need to in this job.
You can upgrade to free at sea,
which has been brilliant.
Yeah, £99 per person.
Yeah, NCL brought it in a couple back in April last year, and basically for £99 you can have shore excursion credit, you can have gratuities, you can also have the dining package, and the main thing is the drinks package.
Yeah,
really good value for 99 quid.
Well, I think we better get on board, don't you? So here we go. And this, to say, is on the very famous Norwegian Epic, and unlike any other ship in their fleet, actually, isn't she? Yeah,
so this is based, I mean, this is some of the pictures from their new ship, which is the Bliss, but they're all fantastic. They've got great shows on board. They're very big on their speciality dining. Some of the steakhouse is wonderful on their Cagney's, but they've got some really good speciality restaurants. The destinations they go to as well are good, but it's all freedom and freestyle cruising. So for those of you that don't want to wear the dinner suits every night, you don't want the set dining. I mean, most nights when I've been on NCL, almost dressed like this. Yeah. Jacket, shirt, trousers.
That's fine.
I mean, I'd probably have a look at that outfit. But
this is a brand new shirt. I'll have you know.
It's still got the pins in, but it just
got the label on.
But what's nice with NCL, it's just more casual. Yeah. And I think people that wear suits at work don't want to do it when they go on holiday. Great opportunity. But the good thing with this one, drinks are included on this one for 99 quid.
I know.
Dining is good. Great.
I really like them. I've cruised with them 3 times, and I had a great experience.
A lot of facilities on board the Epic as well. There are a lot of stuff for the kids, which is good.
Yeah. And so I think just great for everybody. Anyway, let's give you a little idea of where you're going to be cruising to.
So this one's going to fly you over to Barcelona on here, and that's where you're going to embark the ship. Now, if you want to, we can change this. We can have a couple of nights in Barcelona before, or either do it 2 nights in Barcelona at the end, however you guys want to do it. But this is flying in and then joining the ship. Good thing with this one, when you first arrive, the next day is going to be a day at sea as you cruise over to Naples. So, as I said, loads of facilities on board the ship. You've got the water park, you've got the restaurants, you've got the general facilities on board. But then we go to, I think, one of the best destinations in Europe for tours. Now, Naples, I would always get out of Naples, but you've got Vesuvius there. Pompeii, Herculaneum. You can go up to the Amalfi Coast, over to Capri, Ischia. You've got plenty of places to go and see there. It's just a shame you're there for one day. But I think a lot of people go to Naples once and then go back as a longer holiday. We'll then go down into Civitavecchia. Civitavecchia, one of the great ports of call. This is your gateway into Rome. Now, Civitavecchia is about an hour and a half. So again, a lot of the tours go in there. You can take the train depending on what you want to do. But again, trips to the Colosseum, go to the Vatican, Sistine Chapel, Trevi Fountain. Lots of stuff to do there. And again, another place you visit one day and then go back for a longer time in the future. Livorno is your gateway to then go into Florence and then into Pisa. And again, Livorno's nice if you just want to wander around, but I would recommend, if you've not been there before, to do at least a half-day tour over to Pisa, and of course have your famous photo taken with the Leaning Tower. And then again, you've got the Ponte Vecchio there in Florence, and that's a great city. So various tours there to keep you occupied. You can also do trips out to Siena, Lecco, which is beautiful countryside, and try some of the local wines and cheeses. It's a stunning place there, but of course...
When you see that picture...
Pisa. How many people have had their picture pushing it back up and all
but
sorts
you've
of
got
stuff?
to do it.
You've got to do it. You've got to do it. But again, it's a nice way to do it. And then from there into the south of France, we're going to go down into Cannes. Of course, famous, especially May time for the film festival. But again, you're on the Côte d'Azur there, so along from Saint-Tropez, you've got, of course, Monaco, Monte Carlo. But just wander around Cannes and again do a bit of people watching, go down to the beach. You can go to the theatre, of course, where they do the festival itself. But the whole of that place is where the rich and famous are. And I'll just sit back, have a beer, glass of wine, cup of coffee, and just take in the views.
Yeah, and people watch.
And people watch, exactly. Then we go into the Balearic Islands, my favourite island, which is Mallorca. I was married there a few years ago, and I lived there for a number of years, and we docked right in the centre of Palma. And from here, you can go, of course, over to the Gothic-style cathedral in the centre of town, down to La Lonca and into Palma itself. If not, over to Soyer, Valdemossa. You can go down to Magaluf and Santa Ponza, Palma Nova. Port Ellesmere is great, just in the harbour, about 15 minutes along from where you dock. But again, shuttle buses will drop you into the centre of Palma there. And then from there, back into Barcelona. This is a really, I say a standard Western Med 7-day cruise, but it takes in big ports of call. And again, you can see the facilities, loads of stuff for the kids. As I said, water slides to keep them occupied, stuff for the adults, stuff for the grandparents. You've got the ice bar as well. Lots of stuff to keep you occupied.
Yeah, and some wonderful restaurants. And don't forget, it is freestyle, so... Yeah,
and again, with this £99, they give you a drinks package and 3 meals in the restaurant, so you could go to Cagney's for 3 nights, which is the steakhouse, if you wanted to.
Well, that spa looks very nice, actually. So let's just show you what's included today. There's some great choices of cabins as well. So it is a great big sale, so you will be saving up to £1,500 per statement. We've included those savings in the prices on the screen. And we've mentioned it a few times, but you can upgrade to free at sea from only £99 per person. And you can choose from either the premium beverage drinks, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, or shore excursion credits. So,
to be quite honest, most people definitely go for the drinks package because that's your main monetary value. And I would probably go, for me personally, I'd go for the specialty dining. But again, if you've got the kids and you want the Wi-Fi, do that. If not, I think it's $50 per port of call you go to, and you get shore excursions credit. But for £99 for the week, it's
you'd be mad not to, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Return flights based on London, but we have got regional departures available. Just call and we'll let you know. And as Glenn mentioned earlier, you can add on a pre or post hotel stay in Barcelona. Just call for details. Now, we mentioned some brilliant prices. Look at the dates here. So even in August, under £1,000 there.
I tell you, I like the September date because, again, all right, if you've got the kids, you go in the you're going in the summer holidays. But I'd personally look at September because the kids have gone back to school. If it's you and your partner, you can go down there. Look at the balcony, 1199, £99 to add on that drinks package. Really, really good value.
And some brilliant single prices there as well for all of our single ladies and gents watching. Really like the one, actually. Don't forget, you can give us a call right now, 0808 250 2662. What time are we open until tonight, Glenn?
10 o'clock tonight. I'm back in the office at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, so you might get to speak to Glenn tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'll be back in at 8 in the morning. Give me time to have a coffee. I've got to drive back from here first.
He's normally a bit croaky in the morning as well, so it might be a bit husky as well.
Give me about 8:30, I would say.
But I am very excited about the next 2 cruises because they are with P&O, a brand that we love having on board the show, and a chance to experience their brand new ship. She is stunning, Iona, and the prices are amazing. And Steph, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
Oh, we're really excited on this. We are both desperate to cruise on Iona. We really are.
So am I. I cannot wait till this ship comes into service.
So when does she actually launch then?
So her maiden sailing is the 14th of May, but we've been talking about this ship since May 2018 was when we announced the name of this wonderful ship.
Remember it being announced?
Just cannot wait to finally see her. We've seen the great images that there are. I just can't wait to see her.
I've been watching a lot of stuff on social media as well.
Same
it's
here.
been built and things that it's getting ready to literally sail out now, and it's looking fab.
Well, it's looking great.
Shall we have a little look?
Yeah, let's have a look.
So this is the story so far?
The story so far. So as I said, in May 2018, we announced the name, Iona. She's named after the Scottish island, where we want to bring the outside in. It's all about those natural lights. So when you look at here, you've got the conservatory mini suites. The sea will be the star. You've got all of that natural light flooding in through the 3 tiers in the atrium to the wonderful sky dome. But she'll be heading out to the fjords, the northern European cities and the Canaries before you know it. Wow. May will be here, and I calculated it today. It's 114 days, if I added it up correctly on my diary. So 114 days. So 2 years of talking about it, not long to go.
Because it's doing the fjords, isn't it, for the whole summer?
Fjords in the summer.
Doing Northern Europe and Canaries for the winter, and then back doing the fjords for 21.
Absolutely. So based out of Southampton all year round. So our biggest ship in the fleet.
How many people is it?
5,200 guests.
Lovely.
But there's just going to be so much on board this ship. So we talk about 29 different places to dine.
29?
Yeah, different entertainment venues. So you'll have the theatre, as you would expect from P&O Cruises, but the Sky Dome's just going to offer something very, very different.
I mean, look at that.
So by day, a pool, and then by evening, a retractable stage comes across, and we will host deck parties in there. There'll be aerial acrobatic shows. So it's just going to be phenomenal, and a first for P&O Cruises. This ship will have a lot of firsts on board.
I've got to go on board.
And of course, you've got still the relationship with all the chefs as well.
Yes, so our food heroes, so Marco Pierre White and my favourite Ollie Smith, go and have a little tipple in the glass house, of course. What a tough job. But you know, the Emerald Bar here is going to have a Covent Garden kind of feel. Sit in the coffee bar here and see that Java's Cafe sailing into the fjords, just staring out. It's going to be phenomenal.
Light and space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
The first gastro pub, the Keeling Cow. So you're going to be able to go and choose your steak and watch the chef cook it in the open chef's galley. It's going to be phenomenal, but some good old pub classics in there.
This is what I want to book, Steph. Tell me about these.
Oh, the conservatory mini suites, fabulous. 2 sets of bifold doors will lead you out from your cabin to your balcony with the conservatory in the middle.
So if the weather's not that great,
not the weather.
You can just view everything from a conservatory.
Absolutely, but I mean, I went in May and in June, so a different weather. But in May, when it was beautiful, I would have opened up both sets of my doors and had that lovely heat coming in.
Janet and Colin, if you're watching, some friends of mine in the village, they've booked the conservatory mini suite.
Yeah, and again, it's all about bringing that outside in, and that's what we're doing with those conservatories.
Well. You know, these ships are changing, aren't they? Now they've become very, very modern, very clean cut, and they look fantastic.
Yeah, so a first for us.
Do you know what I don't understand, Steph?
What?
Your pricing is so low. I don't
We're giving it away. I know.
Seriously, for new ship. I don't understand.
Normally, when it's a new ship, it's going to be obviously at a premium cost as well, but no.
We want to get as many of you on board, experiencing it and seeing just how wonderful this ship is.
Honestly, when that price came on the screen, for a second, because my eyes are not that great, I looked and I thought, hang on, is that an 8 or a... I was like, no, it's not. It's a 5.
No.
5, 8, 9. I honestly thought for a second it was an 8.
Yeah.
Even though I looked
and
at
as
the
I said,
prices,
it's going out every week. Every week's the field, so you can pick the week you want to go.
Anyway, look, we're going to get told off because we need to take you to the fjord. So let's a little off.
I was lucky enough to go there 3 times in 2018. There's just so much to do there. There's more than just the scenery, and for us, it's about these amazing experiences that you'll have. So the Brickstall Glacier, you can hike that or take the troll car. I loved kayaking in the Nord Fjord. Go out to Pulpit Rock or go and have fun on a rib ride. There's just so much to do there. Hiking, cycling, just so much more than just some scenery.
I did 3 years working up in Norway, and the air is crystal. It's different from any other cruising you have, and as I said, it's stunning. And it's not just the ports of call are nice. It's the cruising.
Yeah, it is.
That is either, and they say if you can push it to a balcony, that's where you're going to get.
You can't do the fjords any other way, in my opinion.
Definitely not.
Well, I've cruised twice on the fjords, and I loved them. Anyway, so we're cruising out of Southampton, where of course Iona is based. And your first day is at sea, and it's Stavanger, first of all, isn't it?
Stavanger, first port of call.
Yeah, so Stavanger's one of the biggest cities there, and we actually docked.
When you say big city,
yeah, I'm not talking. Yeah, it's not New York. Let's be honest. But again, it's bigger than a lot of the other places we go to. But it's great for this one if you just wanted to go off and do your own thing.
Yes,
again,
very
you
easy
can go
to
down
walk
to the fjords there. You got the Pulpit Rock. But again, a lot of people just hang around in Norway. It's more of a city, more of a buzz. The cafes and bars there, and again in the summer it really does come to life, which is stunning because
it's so clean. Don't you think?
It is.
So
and it's
clean.
just a different mentality out there. But this is the cruising in as you come through Lysa Fjord, which is absolutely stunning. And this is what I'm saying. You wake up in the morning, you pull back the curtains and look out to that, and that's what you're booking the fjords for.
Absolutely.
Then from there we go into Olden. Now we've talked about the Brixdale Glacier, and this is a tour that I really recommend. They do the trips also with the troll cars, which are almost like the mini golf carts that take you there. But really here you want to go up to the Brixdale Glacier. It's too far to walk, you need to take a trip, and of course P&O do the trips there, which I think you did.
I love Olden, it's my favourite place. I mean, I say every time it's like waking up in a postcard, but it truly is. I did a rib ride and kayak in here, or you can take the Lowen Skylift and go right up, and you see how small our ship looks in this huge fjord. But Olden is definitely one of my favourite places in Norway. It's just beautiful.
And the next port, I've not been to the next port.
So it's a new one for us. So Haugesund, and it's going to be great for hiking here. But the Langloss waterfall that you can go and visit from this port is voted one of the top 10 most beautiful waterfalls in the world.
And it's going to be a full day call there, isn't it?
Yes.
So you're going to be there from 9 till 5, so you can go out and do whatever you want to do.
A full day, and so there's lots to explore there, and great for hiking. But you know, the whole of Norway and the fjords is you're destined to be outside, aren't you?
Definitely,
and exploring.
100%. And then finally we go into Kristiansand, again, another one of the slightly newer ports. We've been going there a few years, but it is slightly newer. And again here, a little bit more traditional. Again, you can actually go to the amusement park there. They've got the small zoo, they've got the museum. But again, if you just go into the town, you've got the stave churches to go and visit. And again, it's just, if you've never done the fjords before, it's very, very different than doing like the cruise you talked about before with the Med. So a lot more chilled out, beautiful scenery. And as I said, the sailing in and out of these ports are stunning, absolutely beautiful.
Then a final day at sea. And you will love the sea days because there's so much to do on Iona.
You've got to try 29 restaurants.
How many bars? We didn't ask you.
Oh, plenty.
Sure. And then, of course, back to Southampton. I think it'll be pretty amazing there. So this is what's included. And if you'd like to upgrade select price and choose from things like free on-board spend, port parking, or UK coach transfers, you've got the food heroes on board, of course, as well. So Ollie Smith, Eric Landlard there, Marco Pierre White. Food is going to be amazing.
The food is going to be incredible. Second most important reason people cruise after destination is the food.
And as I said, they're on selected departures as well. So obviously their restaurants are on all the time, of course, but you can actually have certain cruises when they're actually on board cooking.
Right.
Which would be good.
Now, Iona Fest, we're going to talk about that later, but that departs on the 4th of July, and there's a host of top music acts, but we'll talk about that later. You can secure from just £1. Good, because my credit card's a bit maxed out.
Per person.
I've definitely got £2 on it.
Good.
Yeah, on the final one. No, but that's seriously, if your credit card is it, you know, if you're not able to pay for the full amount tonight, doesn't matter, £1 per person deposit. Brilliant. And also, don't forget, you can spend the night before your cruise in the Holiday Inn in Winchester from just £95 per person. That would include breakfast, parking and port transfers. The prices, I'm going to say it again, I don't understand, because most cruise companies, when it's a brand new ship, the prices are huge, aren't they?
And also, the best time of year to go Norway for the waterfalls is end of April, start of May, because the snow and ice is melting, the waterfalls are at the strongest. So, I mean, even if you don't go in April, that May one is fantastic. June, look, 20 quid extra, really good.
Yeah, I know I've got my own one of those suites, but look, even the suite prices start as, at £1,185 per person, which is amazing.
Bargain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bargain.
Very excited about that. I've actually got one of our presenters, Denise, is watching tonight's show. in the dressing room now because she's thinking about booking this cruise.
Oh, good. Okay, hopefully these are inspiring her to book it.
No, honestly, I've told Ben to watch tonight because I think this is.
Oh, he's changing it now. 8:30. Don't talk to you before you've had your coffee. I've been in that office. I've seen him.
Right, well, we better move on. Don't forget, give us a call right now. Don't wait for Glenn. 0808 250 2662. Now, we've also got for you, we mentioned Iona Fest. Tell us about this.
Oh, well, it is going to be the festival celebration like no other. So we're going to have, throughout the cruise, exclusive performances from some world-class performers. So I love Chris Ramsey, the comedian.
Yeah, very funny.
But we're going to have some top musical acts on there, like Clean Bandit, some great DJs, and of course we've got to have Strictly special guests on there. So it's going to be, like I say, a festival celebration like absolutely no other.
So it's 1 week, it's like a festival at sea,
It
1 week
is.
only, and a brilliant headline act which will be announced very soon. And that's starting at 1299. Yeah, that's the one I'm tempted with actually.
I'm sure you'll agree something completely different for P&O Cruises.
But we are going to stay with P&O and...
It's all about us.
It's all about you, isn't it? And this again, I mean, this is a fantastic opportunity to sail transatlantic for under £1,000.
I know, it's incredible,
For nearly 2
isn't
weeks.
it? I know.
And that includes your flight.
I know.
It's good value, isn't it?
That's really good. So anyway, here's a little taster of the Caribbean.
Cruising is the best way to see the Caribbean.
But there's not just beaches that you have.
Beyond the beach, there's some really great attractions to see.
In Barbados, you could be snorkeling with the turtles.
You could go zip lining in St Lucia.
Kayaking through the mangroves.
8 of you in one jeep.
A helicopter over Montserrat.
Catamarans that will take you to little islands.
You could try scuba diving.
I love the little box fish. They're just...
The list just goes on and on. The waters surrounding Barbados are absolutely crystal clear.
When you get to Barbados, you have the most amazing opportunity to get into the water and have an up-close and personal experience with these huge sea turtles.
If you prefer to do things at a more leisurely pace, there's panoramic drives, there's sightseeing activities.
The train in St Kitts. One of my personal recommendations for anybody.
There's so much to choose from. The biggest decision is going to be what to do every day.
I don't think you can beat cruising around the Caribbean.
I just came back. Well,
Really?
November I did it. My tan's faded now, but the memories last forever. It was amazing. It was just incredible.
You've got a good job, haven't you?
I know, that was my own holiday. Yeah, let me tell you, I did pay for that one.
I did 8 years in the Caribbean over there.
Yeah, you
a lot
did,
for P&O and Ocean Village, and I think they're phenomenal. Again, the islands are all similar but very different,
Yeah.
so there's always something different to pick on each island. And again, you need to get out there and experience it rather than just going to sitting on the beach every day. Go and do some of the activities because they are wonderful.
Well, this one starts obviously with your flight, and we fly you from the UK over to Barbados. And you embark the beautiful, and she is stunning. Glenn and I have been on board the Britannia, of course.
Yes,
My favourite.
Yeah, it's your favourite. Yeah, Britannia's your favourite.
Current
We do
favourite.
flights, they're based on London flights, but you do Manchester and Birmingham as well. They're all chartered, you fly in with them and they look after you all the way through.
Yeah, actually, Manchester and Birmingham are available from just £50 per
£50
person supplement. So, yes,
Really good.
Manchester and Birmingham.
And then you've got some really, really big ports of call. So first of all, we go into St Lucia, which you saw there in the video, that's famous for the pitons.
Yeah, I did a catamaran cruise.
Yes, which I would recommend.
It was just stunning. Go and see the pitons, and then, of course, have a little tipple of rum on the way back,
of course,
watching the
compulsory.
beautiful scenery pass you by. But St Lucia was just phenomenal.
Well, it's one of the big islands in the Caribbean, but then again we go on to St Kitts now. St Kitts has really come into its own the last few years with the cruise ships. Again, you can do trips over to Nevis on the catamaran, but I would recommend Brimstone Hill or the trip on the St Kitts Railway. Again, it's a 3-hour trip altogether, goes out a couple of times during the day, but again with that one, book that through the ship because again, it's a train, it's limited spaces on that one. one, but that'll give you a real good overview. And it's just a different way of seeing the island rather than just sitting on a bus. Do it on a train.
We did snorkelling in St Kitts, actually.
Oh, that's great.
You could see just...
Very adventurous stuff.
Well, I say we did. I dipped in. My husband saw most of it. He saw the stingrays, the turtles, and took some fabulous photos for me. I did dip my head in.
And then from there we go on to Antigua, which is probably one of my favourite destinations. Again, famous for its beaches, but you've got great catamaran trips. Again, a lot of British influence in there as well with Nelson's Dockyard. But again, if you just go and chill out on the beaches, you can do really, really good catamaran trips. They've got good jeep safaris as well. Again, another way of seeing the islands. But again, as I say, really, really phenomenal. And as I said, they're three of the big, obviously, ports of call from there. And then from there, you're going to start heading your way back to the UK. We've got 5 days at sea.
And those sea days, I love sea days.
Oh, they were lovely.
And the weather's still going to be good.
Just relax, take in the sun, eat your way around the ship.
But what is so nice, unlike a hotel where nothing's really happening, there's always so much going on.
Absolutely, even around the pool, there's some quizzes going on or some music quizzes. You know, there was so much to do.
And some great shows, you know, in the evening and things happening throughout the day.
Yeah, I think people don't realise what goes on transatlantic. They say it is a chance to relax. You know, you've had 3 or 4 big, busy ports of call, and it's just nice to relax. And I say the ship's phenomenal as well. We've both been on it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful port. And then from there, we're going to come back into Ponta Delgado, which is a nice alternative. A lot of them go back into Madeira, but Ponta Delgado is wonderful. Again, I would thoroughly recommend doing one of the tours in the morning, get out and see this wonderful destination, and then come back into the town in the afternoon. Loads of bars and restaurants and places to wander around there, and it's just a nice alternative just to stretch the legs, and then you've got 3 days at sea.
Yeah,
back into
so 3 days at sea, again, just to give you an idea, you know, there'll be so much happening on the ship. But we make our way, of course, back to Southampton. Just looking at some of the, obviously, the restaurants on board as well.
Oh, the Crow's Nest was our favourite for a pre-dinner drink. Go and listen to them tickling the ivories on the piano. It was fabulous. We loved all of the select dining venues. The dancing in the Crystal Room had me mesmerised every night. Could go and learn to dance in there, but just watching the couples waltz around was fabulous. But we went, we liked the Blue Bar. We loved the Limelight Club on board Britannia. We saw some great acts, including 4 Puffs and a Piano and Le Voir.
That's it. They're very good, aren't they?
They were so good. So, I mean, we got involved.
So let's give you an idea of what's included on this amazing deal. I think it's incredible, I really do. So, upgrade to select price and receive up to £310 per person free on board spend. Outbound flights from London, but very important, we have got regionals, Manchester and Birmingham, from just £50 per person. And there's actually no flight supplement if you go for the Manchester date there, the 21st of March. So no supplement on Manchester.
Just remember, also now with P&O, all tips are included.
Yes, of course.
Huge message.
Yeah. I've forgotten that one.
Good job on here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because tips over 2 weeks would add up. Yeah, but all tips are included. Well done, Glenn.
Thank you.
Bonus point for you. And let's just remind you of the prices and the dates. So we've got either the 21st of March or the 28th of March.
So that will be 2 different ships. So one will be Azura, one will be Britannia, just to let you know, and just give the guys a call and they'll let you know.
Lovely.
Obviously one's coming back and then the one will come back the following week.
So am I saying that suite price correctly? £1,149? That can't be right.
It is correct.
Honestly,
that's amazing.
It is amazing.
But look at the family of 4 prices as well. I mean, we have fantastic family facilities on board our ship. So look at the prices for
But again, with P&O, like other ships, get in as quick as you can with a family of 4 because it's limited cabins of 3 or 4 berths.
And then obviously we have got dates for 2021 and even 2022 as well. And that really does pay to book early on that one, 989. But Steph, that's it.
Oh,
I know.
I know now.
You can come back soon. You can come back soon, but thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you very much for having me.
I really, you know, I've not booked with P&O for a couple of years now. It's definitely time.
Shame on you.
Yeah, I know. But Iona definitely.
All right, I'll hold you to that. I'll see you on board then.
Oh, you will. And say, Denise from our channel, one of our lovely presenters who's watching right now. Anyway, we have still got so much more to tempt and tease with, and we're going to have a look now at Luxury Corner. And this is with Seabourn. And it's the Yachtsman Riviera from Barcelona. It's on the 9th of May. It's 7 nights, and it's aboard Seabourn Ovation. And we are talking 6-star with this. The price we've got is for veranda suite, starting at just over £3,000, all inclusive. That's obviously drinks, and return business class flights and transfers. This is the very top, isn't it?
Yeah, so again, this is, you know, it's going to suit certain clientele. Maybe you're celebrating something, you still haven't got anything planned. But I think, again, Seabourn is one of our premium brands that we have out there. And I think when you look at Seabourn, as I said, it's the Seabourn differences on there.
It's something that many of us aspire to, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. And as I said, I think if you look at it, it is attracts a certain clientele. It's very relaxed on board, mainly couples, I would say, that are on board. But again, nothing's left to think. Everything is done. It's 6-star luxury on there. All oceanfront suites, beautifully appointed, open bars on board, personalised service. It's almost one-to-one on staffing.
Yes, it is.
And as I said, you know, there are all brands out there that suit all wallets, but this is definitely one of the higher end.
And you saw that all dining venues are complimentary.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're not paying for any specialised restaurants or anything like that. Premium spirits, fine wines. The entertainment is going to be absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, and as I said, this is something to, you know, as I said, for maybe celebrating an anniversary or a special birthday, and you really want to treat yourself. As I said, you've got the business class flights out there as well to Barcelona, and a beautiful med cruise.
It's something that, you know, I like a lot of us. I think, I'd love to try that 6-star.
And it only has about 600 people, so again, you know, much smaller than many other ships.
So, yeah, if it's a special year, or you might just reach that time in your life thinking, I want to do the 6-star.
Yeah.
But it's not, we should say, it's not stuffy at all.
Not stuffy, no, very relaxed every evening, but as I said, very, very high end.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Be wonderful. You will enjoy that one, I'm sure. But we have now got, now this is with celebrity, a company that I've cruised with many times, but I've never done the Rocky Mountaineer experience. No, but you have, of course.
I have. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, this was real jolly, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this was tough work. This was. No, we were very fortunate 2 years ago. We went out to do the Rocky Mountaineer, and I think it's something on people's bucket lists. I think if you, the best thing I would say is going out. That was me on the helicopter going out, you know. But I would say if you get a chance to Google it, go on YouTube, see what it's all about, the Rocky Mountaineer. It's something we can experience. And what's so fantastic about this is not just the Rocky Mountaineer and the train. I've never experienced service like it on board for 2 solid days. I thought there's no way they can keep that going. That was the ragamuffins that went out there, all agents that got took out there, and we had a phenomenal time. Still keep in contact with most of them at the moment. And as I said, what's nice about this, you're going to do the train, and then once you get off the train, you're then going to do a wonderful cruise on the Celebrity Eclipse, which is one of my favourite ships.
Yeah, one of mine as well.
Along to Alaska as well.
Wow, so it really, I mean, this is a bit of a dream, this one, isn't it?
Well, it's a lot of people's bucket list, and we also do a thing which we're trying to explain as well, the upgrade to the Gold Leaf, because we have Silver Leaf, which is what this is based on, but again, I would recommend upgrading to Gold Leaf.
Did you do the Gold Leaf?
We did both.
You did both? Oh, great. So
you could experience them both, and again, Silver Leaf was phenomenal. The way I can only describe it is, imagine wanting to see a show in the West End, and then going, I'll get the cheaper seat. I'd rather want the best seat, I want the best view. That's what the Gold Leaf is. But we're trying to explain both options, and then you can decide what you want to do.
OK, well, we're going to fly you, first of all, from the UK to Banff. You're transferred to a lovely hotel for 2 nights as well. Yeah,
so you can have 2 nights there in Banff to start off with. And obviously you've got days at leisure there. Beautiful over in the Rockies, and as I said, depending on what time of year you go, do some tours there, go and see as much as you can, but it is a phenomenal for wildlife. But the biggest buzz is getting the meet and greet before actually then embarking on the Rocky Mountaineer. Now again, when we went to the Rocky Mountaineer, you have the piper will play onto the Rocky, onto the train itself, and you do feel that you are doing something a little bit special. Now, if we actually have a look at the video on there, look, I mean, I can talk about it all day, but just have a look at it. Now, the main difference between the Silver Leaf and the Gold Leaf is the seating on the train, and hopefully this will show the 2 differences. But whatever you decide to do, you've got your guides with you the whole time. As I said, I've never known a service like it over 2 days, and they really bring this whole part of the world to life. They give you full talks all the way through, and as I said, any questions you want to have, they are experts in this part of the world. Viewing areas are phenomenal. Make sure your cameras have got nothing on there, because you'll be taking pictures all day long. And again, as I said, they point out the wildlife and of course the bird life there as well. Food's included on board, your drinks are included. And as I said, it is something that you're going to tick off the bucket list. And if you go to Canada and they say the things to do, this is one of them to do.
I would love to do this. I really would.
So that's the Gold Leaf there. Now the main difference between the gold and the silver is the seating. You're higher up on the train, so you can see
in the top half there.
You're on the top half, so you get better views. Also with the dining on there, on the silver you get served almost like being on a plane at your chair, whereas obviously on the gold if you go down into a special restaurant. And they've also got vestibule areas outside on the gold where you can go and stand outside, whereas you can't do that on the silver. People might not think, well, what's the point of spending all the extra money? But I think when you get there and you realise what you've paid, pay a little bit extra and go for gold if you can, because it is, you'll do it once in your life probably, and it's an experience to tip off. Now that's Banff, as I said, various hotels that they'll put you up whilst you're staying there, all 4 to 5 star hotels, so whatever they decide to put you in is phenomenal. But again, you'll then pick up the Rocky Mountaineer and you'll go from Banff to Kamloops. I must admit, we went into Kamloops. It's a lovely little town that we were there. We went and had a few drinks in the evening, but we was so tired from the day because you're taking in everything through the day. You just want an early night because, again, the following morning you start early again and you go from Kamloops all the way through to Vancouver. The scenery is constantly changing. As I said, they're giving you information. The train stops and starts as you go along, but you do spend literally 2 days on the train, but obviously stay in hotels overnight.
And then when you arrive in Vancouver, you've got a 2-night stay there, is that right?
Which is great. Again, when we were in Vancouver, we did so many things there. The actual city is phenomenal anyway. Great bars and restaurants to go and see. We went to the Capilano Bridge, we took around, we went to some of the viewpoints. Try and take in a city tour if you can. But again, 2 days is there. We went down to Market Street. But the city comes alive at night time as well, and it's just a lovely way to sort of begin. And remember, you haven't even got on your cruise yet. So it is something to tick off.
It already seems magical, and then we've got a 7-night celebrity cruise as well.
Exactly. And then from there, you're actually going to finish in Vancouver, and that's where you're going to go on to Celebrity Eclipse. Now, Celebrity Eclipse was one of my favourite ships because it was based out of Southampton for 4 or 5 years.
Many
they've
fond
got the
memories.
Silhouette in now, so they've moved the Eclipse over to this part of the world. And again, it's a wonderful, wonderful ship. It's got a lovely feeling whilst you're on board the ship as well. And of course, you've got that celebrity excellence whilst you're on board. Now, first day, you're going to be at sea. Now, the whole time, again, with this cruise, if you've not done Alaska before, cameras at the ready. Depending on what time of year you go, got a chance to see the whales and the dolphins, again, the bird and the wildlife. We go down to Icy Strait Point to start with, and this is going to be your introduction into Alaska. And again, from here, you've got a chance to do the zip line, and you can do the whale adventures, you can do some of the boat trips they have there. Then we go down to the Hubbard Glacier. Now, the Hubbard Glacier, if you're into wildlife, this is what you want to see Alaska for. You've got the glacier there. Again, hopefully it's not all falling into the water, but look at the views. And as I said, just spend the whole day out there just taking amazing pictures. As long as it's nice and sunny, great views on there. And this is what Alaska is famous for. We'll then move down into Juneau. Juneau, again, is famous for the Maidenhaul Glacier. You've got a lot of the buildings there up on stilts. Great for if you love your fish and the restaurants there. You've got the cable car, great views down onto the ship there. And again, you can go to the Tongass National Park. You can go onto the tramway, you can go to the Musset Falls, but again, you can also do your whale watching there. But, I mean, the pictures do it justice. The more I talk about it, just look at the pictures. That's what you've got a chance to see there. Then we go down into Ketchikan. Ketchikan, go to the Misty Fields. Again, a little bit more traditional with the totem poles there. Again, great fish restaurants. You've also got a chance to do kayaking. You can go to Creek Street. But again, try and get out and about into that wildlife. You'll be there and you won't want to come back. I promise you that. And again, it's a bit like the fields we were talking about earlier. Really fresh, crisp air, and you feel alive while you're there. And as I said, lovely chance to go and do that during the day and then come back to a wonderful ship. Then a nice chill out day, and then you're back into Vancouver. If you want to extend an extra couple of days in Vancouver, you can. If not, you'll be flying back from there. But again, it's a wonderful, wonderful ship. As I said, I loved it being in Southampton. It was a shame when it left. But again, it's based over here now.
Well, for many of us, our favourite ship.
And of course, Ruth comes on a lot, talks about it. You've got the lawn club upstairs.
Yeah, the solarium, of course.
Roof. You've got great venues in the Hideaway, and of course, really, really nice speciality restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, Celebrity. You know, you take so many bookings for Celebrity every week.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, once they've done Celebrity once, they don't tend to change.
Yeah, which I've cruised them, it must be 8 times now, and always had an amazing, outstanding experience on every single level. Let's show you what's included. So you've got the Rocky Mountaineer 2-day all-daylight rail journey in Silverleaf service. You've got a 5-night stay, so that's Banff for 2 nights, Kamloops for night, and Vancouver 2 nights as well. Glenn has said if you can afford it, then upgrade to gold leaf. It certainly sounds worth that money.
Silver's fine. Don't get me wrong, silver's fine. But I think, as I said, if you're going to do it, you want to do it in style, and I would look at upgrades to the gold leaf.
And obviously your return flights from London are included there as well.
And generally they'd be with Air Canada and BA, just to know what's available. Maybe Air Transit.
And in terms of prices, we've got a lead price there at 2,699, but you can, of course, upgrade to Ocean View. Balconies, actually the balcony, £200 more there.
Yeah, and again, like we said again with the fjords, again, a lot of it's the sailing through. So if you can actually go, look at the Aqua Class. The Aqua Class only 50 quid more.
Oh yeah.
2,949, and with that one you get Blue Restaurant on that one as well.
So yeah, I got a feeling that one is going to be very, very busy tonight. I'm very tempted with that actually. So I'm just looking at the day. That 5th of May is not far away. That one, is it?
There you go.
Anyway, I better move on because we've still got a couple of cruises to tempt you with, and the next one is with Royal Caribbean, the very first company that I cruised with, and they got me hooked because I had such an amazing experience. And this is on board Anthem of the Seas. So we're going to take on board because there is so much on this ship, isn't there?
Well, I did 10 years at sea, and I'd seen a lot of ships. I'll be honest with you. And then I got invited onto Anthem of the Seas when it launched in 2015, and it's the first ship I've ever stood back and gone, wow, because of all the different things on board. As I said, we've got a few dimensions on there you can have a look at, but the main things is the facilities on board. For me, especially having a daughter and a family, to me, this is the best ship I've ever been on. Okay, for a family, for people with activities going on board. They brought in the virtual balconies, which you've just seen there, which are wonderful. And then it's the facilities on board. So you've got Seaplex. Now this is your Dodgems, bumper cars, then turns into a roller skating rink. I did that. Don't know why I did that, but I did that. That wasn't good. Again, they've got the floating DJ booths. They've got the North Star. Now this was new to Anthem of the Seas. This actually goes up on side, leans over to the side, and you get amazing views on there as well. Fancy a bit of flow riding? Royal Caribbean famous for their surfing simulators on board. And again, just behind that, you've got your skydiving as well. So if you want to do your simulated skydiving, you can do on ripcord. So keep an eye out for the giraffe. The giraffe's always on there, it's Gigi. But again, you've got loads of facilities on board. So this is not just a ship, it's a floating destination. And again, they've got loads of bars, they've got restaurants, they've got great steak houses, they've got sushi bars on there, you've got the retractable roof, you've got so much on there. And they've also got the back 270, which is their theatre, which with all moving screens and zooming. Oh, it's fantastic, mate. I cannot say how good this ship is. And as I said, they've pulled this out now onto, that's 270 there. That's 270 at the back, and that is their theatre they have. Look at this, look.
Oh, wow.
That's at the back. That's 2 floors up with robo screens and
cool.
Like that. But as I said, they've rolled this out on their newer ships, but that was the first one I saw. And again, We
Will Rock You.
Now, when I went to see We Will Rock You, I went, OK, so it's a 45-minute show. Oh, no, it's the full West End production, 2 hours. And
when you think what you'd pay for that in the West End.
So that's included on there for you. So that's just a ship. That's without going anywhere yet. But again, a great destination down to the Italian Mediterranean. So this one's going to start off in Southampton. A couple of days at sea, you're going to need more than a couple of days, but you can start with a couple of days, and then we get down to Gibraltar, down to Gib. Again, still part English with a bit of Spanish in it as well. You go up and see the apes, your favourite chin swing of the apes.
They were really friendly with me, but they honestly thought
probably recognised
you. They did. They thought we were related. Honestly, people said be careful of them, but they love me.
It's that beard,
it is the beard. Yeah.
But again, as I said, you've got the Barbary apes there, which are really, really good. Then you've got a day at sea, and then from there we go down into Italy, and we head into Genoa. Now, Genoa's great. You're down in the Italian Riviera, so you've got a really good aquarium. If you've got the kids with you, you can go over to Portofino, Brown's Castle, wherever you want to go. But again, fantastic area into Genoa. We then go into Civitavecchia. Now, we've talked about Rome before, and again, one of the big gateways. So we move on from there. Then we head down from there into La Spezia. I do apologise.
Yeah,
La Spezia first.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, so La Spezia, first of all, again, you've got the pastel-coloured buildings there. You've got the Naval Museum. You've got Castello San Gigio. But again, you can head all the way over to Portofino on that one as well if you wanted to. So lots to do in La Spezia. From there, we come on to Civitavecchia, as I've just mentioned. So as I said, we've talked about Rome. Let's move on from there. And then from there, we go into Naples and Capri. And again, mentioned this earlier, I do think this is one of the great destinations to go to. The Amalfi coastline is stunning, all the way up to Sorrento. You've got the orange and lemon trees. And if you really want to take in the Mediterranean, this is one of the best places in the world to do it. And if you get a chance to hire a car, drive that Amalfi coast.
I'm liking this music, by the way.
Good, isn't it? A couple of days at sea, just to chill out and relax. Not on Anthem of the Seas, you'll be doing loads of stuff. And what's good about it, if you've got the kids, they'll do what they want to do. The adults can have a bit of free time. You've got the kids clubs on board as well. And then just think about being on the Anthem of the Seas, sailing into Lisbon. You've got the 25th of April bridge into the centre of Lisbon there. You've got the yellow trams, you've got the Geronos Monastery, you've got the Bellum Tower, you've got the glass elevator to go up to. Lots of stuff again for the kids to do. And then back on for another couple of days at sea, and then back in. What's nice about this is half the time's at sea on board the ship, half the time's in the ports of call, so it breaks it up nicely. But as I said, for me, one of the best ships I've ever been on.
And the North Star there.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got the robotic bartenders
Oh, yeah,
as well.
I forgot about this. Yeah, let's have a look. That's just...
So that one there, you just make up your cocktails there. They'll make it for you, and then they'll serve the drinks. And it's just something that don't... And they've also got a restaurant called Wonderland, which is Alice in Wonderland, where all your food's smoking and doing all bits of... Honestly, Sean, there's so much to do on here. As I said, it's a brilliant, brilliant ship.
And we should say, you've got a balcony upgrade on this one. If you book the 6th of June, there is a balcony upgrade available as well.
But I don't know if we've got a picture there. I don't know if the guys can do it of the... Have we got the virtual balcony ones, guys? I don't know if you've got them there for you, which I'm not sure if we've got. These, as I said, these were first put on Anthem of the Seas, and these are inside cabins, but then they've actually got... Can you just see on the left-hand side? That looks like a balcony. That's not. That's a screen. So that turns on, and they actually broadcast what's going on outside. So it's an inside cabin, but again, you can see what's going on outside.
But I will say, to be honest, the balcony tonight is the same price as the inside.
Yeah,
because we've got a free upgrade. So you will get the real balcony tonight, even though that does look rather fabulous, I have to say. Right, a bit of a quickly remind you what's included. So you will get, as I mentioned, that free balcony upgrade. You can secure from just £1 per person deposit tonight, and you can experience the North Star, the Ripcord, Flow Rider, roller skating, bump cars at no extra cost. Also, the award-winning Western musical, We Will Rock You. That's a full thing, you said?
That's nearly a 2-hour show, yeah.
Wow, that is free of charge as well. We have got an alternative 30-night sailing. That's on the 4th of October for a very similar price there. And you can also add on a night at the Holiday Inn in Winchester. Pre-cruise from just £95 per person, including breakfast, parking and port transfers. But we've got one final cruise for you, and it is with the one and only 5-star Holland America line. And this is the 20-night South American Passage, Buenos Aires and San Antonio with stays. Nice itinerary.
Nice
What
itinerary.
a show it's been, actually.
Not bad, is it? Taking them around the world?
You've saved all the good ones for you, haven't you?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. Everything else the last few weeks, yeah, that's fine.
To be fair, we've had a really good year so far. But we start with, of course, our flight to Buenos Aires, and we're actually there for 2 nights, aren't we?
Yeah, so again in Buenos Aires, if you've never been there before, we've done it 2 days. You can extend it if you want. Do a bit of salsa, go to the Argentinian steakhouses. Again, you can go and do the Evita tour.
Yeah, I do that, yeah.
That's something really interesting. But a great city to see. And this is just the start of your holiday. So let's then move on to the actual ship. And we're going to move on to, of course, Holland America 5-star. So again, with Holland America, I think a lot of people haven't cruised them before, but they are a wonderful opportunity to do this. And again, as I said, we do class them as 5-star. I still, probably wrong or right, I still class them more as a couple ship, as opposed to like the ship we saw before with Anthem of the Seas or NCO Epic. But again, famous for its cuisine, famous for its fine wines, and service is second to none. And it's a great opportunity here to go and see some wonderful destinations on the cruise, and then come back to some top entertainment, some good restaurants, and some good bars as well.
I would really like to try them, actually.
Yeah, and I think, as I said, I speak to a lot of our clients, and they've tried a lot of the cruise lines, and a lot of people haven't tried Holland America before. No idea why, but you really want to try it if you can. As I said, they've got some good tie-ins with companies on there as well, which are good. But as I said, really, really interesting ships to go on. But as I said, a lovely destination to take you around to this part of the world.
And you know, when you look at the prices, it's less than £2,000. You are away for the best part of 3 weeks. And of course your flights are included and your hotel stay.
Yeah, of course. So as I said, great destinations to go and see. And again, I think this will still be quite heavy on tours because you'll want to do the tours while you're there. So make sure you budge that in mind because as I said, when you get off in these ports of call, again, another place you might only ever go to visit once in your life. You want to see as much as you possibly can.
I thought that was really nice. So we've had a couple of nights in Buenos Aires. We're on board.
Yeah, and we've also got an overnight on board as well, so you can have 2 nights there plus the overnight on board. And then we go down into Montevideo. Now, again, here you've got the Plaza Independence, and again, into Uruguay. Many people haven't been there before. You've also got various theatres. You've got the Palacio to see. The theatre there is famous to go and see. But again, here I definitely recommend a city tour to go and see as much as you possibly can. Then we've got a couple of days at sea, and then of course we've got the Falkland Islands, famous with modern history. Again, some people maybe of course fought over there in the 80s, but again it's a British colony, and again a chance there to go and see the penguins. But I would try and get there to see as much as you possibly can, because again, for some people this is a bucket list place to go and see. Always windy there, make sure you've got big coats and jackets on, but it's a good place to go and see. Then we go down to the Strait of Magellan as we head all the way down there, and you can see how far we're going down here, but wonderful views. Again, you'll be out on the ship taking as many pictures as you possibly can as we head down into Chile, and again, a chance possibly to see more of the penguins. Then we're as far down into Ushuaia, and we head down to there, and again, you've got the old town here. You've got some beautiful areas to go and see, but again, as I said, from there we've also got Punta Arenas, and we're right down on the south of this part of the world. And again, I think, as I said, it's a place that many people want to see, and look at the scenery, absolutely phenomenal. From there we go on to Ushuaia, and as I said, you can see where we are right down in the south there, and again from here you've got more of the old towns, and you can obviously go, and one of the trips which is not the cheapest one to do, but they do the helicopter rides there as well.
Oh yeah,
it's phenomenal if you wanted to do that. From there we've got time at sea. And again, as I said, you've got the national parks there, but you can imagine doing the helicopters there if you wanted to do the helicopters. Beautiful, beautiful views. Then we've got days at sea, and then we go up to Puerto Montt. Now from here you've got a chance to do some of the tours over to the volcano. You've got wonderful waterfalls to go and see, and again see some of the marine life that they have there. But again, a stunning, stunning part of the world, and again, make sure you get out there and do as many of the tours as you can. And then from there, a day at sea, and then back into Santiago. So you can see we've gone all the way around the bottom of South America into Santiago, and you've got the mountains.
And you get the 2 nights, don't you?
We get 2 nights there, and again, we base it on 2 nights. I'll be honest with you, the accommodation in Santiago, we always go 4-star centre of town. It's never that expensive. So if you added on another night or another 3 nights, it wouldn't be that expensive to do that. But look at that itinerary there. Beautiful ship for less than £2,000.
Well, in terms of what's included, you've got the 2-night stays, hotel stays in Buenos Aires and Santiago. It's a 14-night cruise, amazing value. Bear in mind, this is 5-star. Also return flights based on London, and we have got an alternative date there where the itinerary operates in reverse. That's on the 27th of October.
That's becoming a real popular destination, that is, in South America.
Yeah, that's amazing. But price-wise, 2 dates there, and look at them, both under £2,000, and very little extra for the outside there as well. You might even want to go for the balcony or the suite. But that is it, I'm afraid. So it is time for a very, very quick recap. We started with, of course, Norwegian Epic with Norwegian Cruise Lines. Great itinerary, this one, but a brilliant price as well. $849, but don't forget, for an extra £99 you can upgrade to free at sea and choose from premium drinks, specialty dining, Wi-Fi or shore excursion credit.
Then we went on to we had 2 deals with P&O.
We did.
So first of all we had Iona, the new ship, and again various dates on here, all going over to the fjords. Lead date on here is the 24th of April 21. Now this one here you can upgrade to select price, you can choose free onboard spend or port parking. You can join the Food Heroes on various sailings. Remember that Iona Fest we talked about on the 4th of July. That's a completely separate thing, which is fantastic. Secure for £1, itineraries slightly differ, and add that holiday in Winchester.
And then Steph from P&O also brought us the 13-night transatlantic cruise from Barbados back to Southampton. Look at that price. For nearly 2 weeks, $989. We've also got flights from Manchester and Birmingham. They only start at £50 per person supplement, but there's actually no supplement when departing on the 21st of March on the Manchester flights there.
And then again, we then moved on to something, as I said, I was very fortunate enough to do, which is the Rocky Mountaineer. And this is going to be various dates from May and June of 2020. And again, the leading price is the 5th of May 2020. This is going to give you the Rocky Mountaineer 2 days silver leaf service. You've got 5 nights stay, Banff for 2 nights, Kamloops for 1 night, and Vancouver for 2 nights. Upgrade to that gold leaf service for just under the £500, and they're based on return flights from London.
As ever, I want to do them all, Glenn. Then we had Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas. It was that 40-night amazing Italian Mediterranean cruise from Southampton. A free balcony upgrade on this. You can secure your place from just £1 per person, and loads to do on board, including a chance to watch the award-winning Western musical We Will Rock You, absolutely free of charge. And that one, say, is just £1,765 per person. And then we went 5-star with Holland America, didn't we?
I still say that one before my favourite ever ship, Anthem of the Seas. Anyway, moving on to the next one. That's a 29th South American passage to Buenos Aires, and this one here is going to be the leading date on the 10th of November 2020.
We just need to change the graphics there for this one, for the final cruise.
Yeah.
It's just coming here.
There we go. Oh, I can't get the staff, come on. So this one's going to be on the 10th of November 2020, and this is going to give you the 2 nights in Buenos Aires and 2 nights in Santiago. Again, you've got an overnight on board at the start, so that would actually be 3 nights, but you can extend Santiago if you want to. You've got 14-night cruise on the 5-star Amsterdam. You've got return flights on London, and it operates in reverse on the 27th of October 2020, but that's a nice one for just less than £2,000.
Well, we will be back next week with Planet Cruise. Oh, and it's a very special show. Very special. Very. Here's a quick teaser. On Tuesday, the 28th of January 2020, live at 8 p.m, Planet Cruise TV show features a 1-hour family cruising special, joined by a Royal Caribbean specialist. Tune in for exclusive deals for the perfect family getaway. We have great offers during school holidays and reduced child fares. So there really is only one place to be on Tuesday, the 28th of January at 8 p.m. for the family cruising special. God, that had a really good voiceover on it, didn't it? Really good. Who was that?
Pro. I tell you, he's been around, hasn't he? Yeah, I'll be at home next week. I'll be watching that one.
Yeah, you're not here next week, but we are very excited. The first time we've ever done that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good, and I like doing different sorts of shows as well. It makes it just a little bit different.
In fact, this year, Station, we've got quite a few different new shows,
yeah,
haven't
exactly.
we?
All focusing on different things. As I said, we'll still be doing the normal ones, but it's nice just to break it up.
Well, Glenn, nice to have you back.
Nice to be back, mate. It's a very pleasure.
We will see you, is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. I'm back every other week now, which is great. But it's nice to be back. And as I said, the office is busy. The guys there till 10 o'clock tonight. Back in at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But as I said, give us a shout and we're more than happy to look at anything.
Yes, and Glenn will be there at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. 8. Yeah, we know what it's like.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. We will see you next Tuesday, as ever, with Planet Cruise.
Hiya. Thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content like this, click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.